Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my corner of the internet. My name is Jason and today we are back with some more Fatal Frame. Last time we ran into the editor and we saw, once again, we'll say someone heading up these stairs, and we actually found a key to the door. Well, I'm assuming it's to the door up here at the top of the stairs, so we're gonna go ahead and use the key to come on in, or say go on through this door. So let's go ahead and see what lies on the other side. Now, there's a black padlock on the door. Use the brass key. Yes. It unlocked. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and open that up. That's something actually, how do I quickly turn around? Alright, sorry about that. I was hoping that there was a quick turn button that you could do without having to pull out the camera, but no, you have to pull out the camera first. So anyways, here's a new room, and one thing I do like about this game over, we'll say, some other survival horror games of the era is, you know, a lot of them, they would have you going through a door and it would be a very clear that it was a loading screen. Whereas with Fatal Frame, there's a bit of that, like you can see the transition between areas and it feels like one fluid location, even though the doors are technically the loading screens. Alright, so we see something shiny over here. Let's go ahead and see what we've got over here. There's an old book written in charcoal ink on the shelf underneath the urn. Research scrap. What have we got here? Secret rituals of the Himuru family. Many rituals and customs have been passed down through generations of the Himuru family. Most of them are lost. The only things we have left now are some documents that record these rituals as a legend. Hardly any of the oral history remains. This is because all Himuru family members are dead, and those who were close to the family have kept quiet about the ritual. One ritual in particular, performed on December 13th, is shrouded in mystery. People who lived near the mansion stayed inside on that particular day, and even now, it is considered bad luck to leave the windows open on that date. That sounds scary. I can only assume that this is due to the cruel nature of the ritual, but the truth remains unknown. I put the book describing the Himuro family in my file. Anything else here? Old urn in front of the floating screen with a picture of a woman on it. That's it. Alright, so let's go ahead and explore this room a little bit. There's actually, you can't see it from here, but I believe there's, okay, it's a sturdy looking old desk. On the other side of this desk, there's an item, and you can tell because her head is turned to look at it. If you pull out your camera and you look down over here, you can see there's an item hiding right there. The game does like doing this. They will hide items on you sometimes. There is something reflecting light underneath the desk. A beautiful stone polished to a mirror-like finish. It possesses strange powers. Alright, stone mirror. That is basically your, we'll say a revival item. Let's say you lose all of your health, that thing will sort of instantly heal you back up to full. We'll get to that item in the corner in a second. I just want to explore what this thing here is. Looks like an old brazier. There's so much dust inside it that I can't see the bottom. What have we got here? Can I see what this is? A small kimono hangs here. From the size, it looks like a little girl's. It's faded now. Alright, so there's been a little... Well, there was a little girl around here. Now, we did see the ghost look like a girl, but she probably was a little bit older than the owner of that kimono. There's something on the floor, and it's more herbal medicine. Alright, first door I want to go through, though, is back over here. And the reason for that is, well, the reason will become very apparent once we open up this door. And you see the camera inside. The camera here with the blue light. This is our save point. We're going to go ahead and save here. There's an old camera here. I think I can take a shot. Yes, let's do that. Let's go ahead and save. Let's go ahead and create a new file this time. Let's try to create a new file a little bit more frequently. Now, I know I'm playing in an emulator, but I don't want to, let's say, use save states. I don't really want to abuse that. I want to play this. I want to keep that same sort of tension that you would have playing this on the real hardware. The silence is unnerving. Okay, it's obviously drawing our attention here to this item. There's an audio tape in front of the doll. It's a red tape. An audio tape with a red label. It's labeled Research 1. Well, we will go ahead and give that a listen. I'm just going to finish exploring the area first. The dampness has warped the chest of drawers. The drawers won't budge. What about here? There's an old Japanese doll here. Its kimono is all faded. Funny, no dust though. That is interesting. So this has been disturbed recently. And our head is obviously being pulled off in another direction. Is it this item? Is that what's getting our attention? There are several pieces of paper on the shelf. They look like part of a red notebook. Ah, a red notebook scrap. All right, let's read this. August 20th. It seems a folklorist named Ryozo Munakata was studying about the various rituals passed down at Himuro Mansion. He supposedly left a book of research, but I can't find it anywhere. I wonder if there's a copy in a library somewhere. August 30th. I still can't find the book. I'll have Koji Ogata from the editing department do a search for it. I doubt he'll be able to find it, though. Interesting. I put the pieces of notebook in my file. It's editing department. So they worked together. I'm wondering exactly where they worked. There's something inside the drawer. More Type 14 film. Excellent. Now, even though you can sort of get refills, it's still good to have a lot of the film. So, you know, even though we've got like a ton of Type 14 film, actually only about 69, well, not that bad. You know, you still want to have a decent amount on you. All right, so our eyes are obviously being drawn to this small door. What's the deal with the door? There's a small door here, but it's nailed shut. I can't open it. I suspect that'll, well, maybe we'll come back to this at a later point in the game. I'm not too sure. What is this basket? This basket thing or barrel? Nope. Can't do anything with that. What about this box on the thing? Nope, nothing there. Okay. So I feel like we've gotten everything in this room. So you know what? Just for the sake of, we'll say, safety, we're gonna go ahead and take ourselves a safety selfie. There we go. That's the new name for it. And everyone right now just cringing. They're like, "Oh, that's a bad name. Don't call it safety selfie. I'll call it what I want." All right. So let's go ahead and leave the save room and go out into the darkness and let the creepy music begin again. Okay, so she's looking over in that direction, but I suspect she's just looking at the door. All right, so let's go ahead and let's go through this door here. Let's see what lies on the other side of this door. And it looks like it leads outside. So we're out on a balcony. This here is actually, I remember this. This is actually one of my favorite areas that I've experienced in this game. It was so memorable for me because you come out here, it's cool, you're outside, and then when you come on over here to grab this item over in the corner, the camera shifts, and then you see that shadow, and then it just disappears. There's something in the dark. Herbal medicine. I like that, you know, Fatal Frame, because of its nature, because it's ghosts, and it does a good job of, say, building atmosphere. And not all the scares have to be jump scares. Sometimes you get little details like that, where there's a shadow in the window, and then all of a sudden it disappears. Now, it looks like the shadow would have been in this room here. The sliding screen paper is torn. I can see into a room. Rows of old books. A library. Interesting, a library. Now, we also have that red tape we have to listen to. And if I recall correctly, the notebook referred to looking for a library. So let's go ahead and listen to the red tape.
September 10th, 10:20 a.m. We discovered some disturbing photos in a chest of drawers. Could these be the folklorist's children mentioned in Koji's notes? The photo is quite old and shows some kids playing tag. In the corner of the photo, there's a faint image of a young girl in a white kimono. Her finger is pointed this way, and her eyes look as if she's making some silent accusation.
Sounded like there was a bit of a whisper in there near the end. I find it interesting. She refers to it as a disturbing image, but what you described, I'm like, honestly, I'm picturing like a sunny day and these kids playing, and then one kid's like, "They stole my ball." The one little girl off to the side, you know, with the white kimono. That's basically all I take from it. So maybe I'll have to see the image myself to understand. I just noticed my score is at 9,000. I believe I have enough for an upgrade. Yes, I do. We're going to go ahead and increase the max value. We're going to try to upgrade these as evenly as possible. I guess when we get 6,000, we'll increase the speed. There we go. All right, so now that we've gone ahead and we've done that. So basically, at first, I guess we ran into the editor, and now we're running into Tomo. Who is Tomo? If we go into correlation, Tomo Hirasaka. Don't know what, can we get details? Show details. Ah! Tomo Hirasaka, Takemine's assistant. She disappeared while exploring the mansion with Takemine and Ogata. Okay, and Ogata is the editor who accompanied Takemine's research. Okay. And we know that Junsei Takemine is a author. Now, I notice here there's a line that says gathers data. Who gathers data? So let's see. Mafuyu Hinasaki is this benefactor / looks for. What's his connection to the author here? Miku's brother. He came to the mansion in search of Takemine. He may have been captured by the female ghost in a white kimono. See, I'm getting very different messages here, because we ran into the one girl in the kimono who basically pointed at her camera and then pointed at the wall like she was helping us. But in all of these, we'll say, in a lot of these, we'll say tales, or a lot of these, we'll say explanations, or, you know, tapes and stuff that we're finding, it seems like they're referring to the girl in a white kimono in a sort of a negative tone. So, it's a little bit interesting. Maybe there's two girls in a white kimono. All right. Well, there's a door here, so let's go ahead and explore this. Oh, and we have a closet with an item on it. Now, not all. Oh, I'm sure you already know this, but there's a roll of film inside the closet. Type 37 film. That's cool. That's good. You've probably already noticed by now, but they're, My instincts told me not to. I don't want to something my instincts tell me not to. I know I said I would probably try to do subtitles, in the last video, but, you know, if it's something I heard, I'll go ahead and say it. I'll try to do that mostly just if I'm, like, talking over something. Alright, what have we got here?
There are rock marks on my body. Just like Koji.
Interesting. There are several pieces of paper on the floor. Looks like part of a notebook. Alright, some more red notebook scrap. How do we know it's a red notebook scrap? Like, is she dropping, like, like parts of the cover? Like, how would we know it's a red notebook? Anyways, the more I find out about Himuro Mansion, the creepier it gets. I'm sure it's the perfect subject matter for Mr. Takemine's next book, but to be perfectly honest, I don't like this assignment one bit. It gives me a bad feeling. There's no way I want to go to that mansion, but it's my job, right? I guess I'll have to go, and I wouldn't want to waste the chance to work with Mr. Takemine just because of a little bit of uneasiness either. It doesn't help I have the sixth sense for the supernatural either. There's such a thing as knowing too much sometimes. All right, so it sounds like Tomo, and I'm feeling bad because I can't remember the last name. It seems like she has sort of the same ability as Miku did, or she has this sort of sense about her. All right, I can't remember which way to go. Okay, we'll go this way here because there's an item on the ground, and there's a door over here. For herbal medicine. As I started to say, but didn't finish, you know, not all items are represented by something shiny. Some items are within objects, and it's good to explore your surroundings. The door is stuck fast, but... Sorry. I tried pulling on it, but it wouldn't budge. Interesting. Some of the descriptive text is in past tense, and some of it is in present tense. So, no, actually it said it unlocked when I unlocked the door. I'm sorry. I'm just being me here. Alright, so let's head on down the stairs, because this is really the only way to go. I like early in the game, it's, the game does a very good job of sort of, we'll say, directing you to where you want to go next.
Mafuyu. Wait.
All right, now we've got to deal with Marilyn Manson. So this one here is a little bit tricky. And actually, what I remember when I played this game, we'll say earlier, you know, by earlier I mean, you know, when I was younger and crap. This guy actually scared the crap out of me here. Oh, crap. He almost got me there. Okay, so the thing with him is he tends to, right before he attacks you, he swings his head off to the side. And that makes, so basically he'll like move his head off to, let's say, your right, and then he'll swing it hard to the left, which means he can get out of your reticle if you're not careful here. All right, so I should be able to take him with one more shot. Oh, ha ha! I got you that time, buddy. And he is done. I believe that the name of that ghost is what, a man with long arms? All right, let's go into our photo collection here and protect that. I didn't explain what protecting does either. Basically, I believe that once you've sort of filled up the album, it starts to overwrite previous pictures you've taken, previous photos. So by going ahead and hitting protect, you can make sure that you keep some. So I don't know. I kind of like this one of the editors better because you know you get a good shot of his face, but that's admittedly not a very good picture. So editor, actually, that's a pretty good one. Let's see, compared to that one there. Yeah, we'll unprotect that one, and then maybe that's a decent one of the editor. No, I like this one. It looks spookier. There we go. All right. What else have we taken? Woman at mirror. We'll protect that one. Man with long arms. Didn't really get a good picture of this guy. We got 3 shots of him. I think the first one was probably their best one. Yeah, that's about it. Interesting though that this is it. I think it's going to start overwriting things now. Unless it's going to add another page now. I am noticing as I play through the game that there are some small differences between the we'll say larger differences rather than I originally believe there were between the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox version. All right, so let me see. I'm getting my bearings straight here. Where was I? I came down these stairs, and brother went this way. And then that's right. And then the guy came around the corner here. All right, so let's go this way. We'll explore this entire sort of area. All right, what was that? I heard knocking. What's supposed to happen is as you're walking by here, the camera will shift from a different angle to kind of give you an idea that there's something here. There's a small piece of paper in the crevice. I think I can reach it. An old news article. On the night of the 3rd, the police received a report that 4 children failed to return home after 9 p.m. There's an old superstition in the surrounding villages about children being snatched away by ghosts, and some villagers indeed suspect that this is what has happened to the 4 kids. I put the news article in my file. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and continue down this way. I'm trying to remember exactly where I need to go from here. That first part is the part I've played the most, and now I'm kind of entering that realm of I've been through here before, but I don't remember exactly. Okay, where is this? Is there something over here? Yeah, there's an item on the ground. There's something at my feet. It's Type 37 film. Is there a go? Oh, okay, wait, I know where I'm at. Sorry, people. Alright. So, we're in a... I don't even know what you would call this room. I just know that we're gonna walk around this corner and... it should be over... the wandering woman. The girl... The girl is trying to say something. Something important. That's what the wandering woman said. Alright, so I see some shiny, so we're gonna go ahead and grab some of these items here. There are several pieces of paper on the shelf. They look like part of a red notebook. So this is obviously Tomo that we're following here, and she's leaving behind some scraps for us. This is her research. September 11th, 6:30 a.m. I saw that woman in the white kimono again. She's trying to tell me something. She knows I have the special sense for ghostly things. The woman's name is Kiri? So it's Kiri, huh? I shouldn't get any closer than this. I don't want to get any closer. I'm scared. Put the notebook, sorry, the thing in my note. I put the thing in my notebook. Alright, so we have a bit of a table here with some overturned candles. And there's an old scroll among the fallen candles. A Strangling Ritual. I believe that was the name of this night. Wait. Night. Wait, so if there's... It said night 1, right? I think that's what it said. So if that implies that there's going to be multiple nights, is there going to be a day? Wouldn't you escape during the day? Well, I guess we'll find out as we play. Maybe I misunderstood something. Strangling Ritual. On the 13th day of the 12th month, a maiden cut off from the outside world for 3,669 long days shall be torn apart to provide power to the rope. That sounds like some messed up... Wow, okay, yeah, that's some creepy cult stuff right there. I put the old document in my file. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and explore the rest of this room. Grab this item over here. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm feeling a slight vibration here. Let's go ahead and grab this item. There's something shiny on the shelf. A spirit stone. Alright. Alright, so we see something vibrating here. Or not vibrating, sort of wave. There's that wavy effect. So let's go ahead and snap a photo. Some other place shows in the photo. I wonder if there's something there. So I think that's trying to show us where we need to go. We need to find this location in the mansion before we can get through this door. Actually, that's kind of part of what I started to say earlier, is that I really like the way Fatal Frame goes ahead and directs you. You know, there's always a ghost heading in a direction you should be heading. Or, you know, if you start going the wrong way, there will be something like this to direct you in the direction you should be going. Now, if I remember correctly, I could be remembering incorrectly. I thought there was a hidden ghost over there. Okay. I could be remembering wrong. It's been known to happen from time to time. Okay, we're gonna head through this door. Yeah, we'll explore this area here. Maybe that's where we need to go. Lovely. I love silence. What have we got on the ground here? There's something on the floor. More herbal medicine. What is this room? It basically looks like a... Is it burned out, or is it just sort of collapsed? We've got several pieces of paper on the floor. Looks like part of a notebook. A black notebook scrap. So this must be the direction Mr. Takamine went. September 13th, 9:30 a.m. We found Ogata's body. Oh, wow. His head, hands, and feet were strangled off. What happened to him is just like the strange deaths that occurred here long ago. So when they say strangled off, do they mean like the rope was just tightened and tightened and tightened until the stuff just came off? That's really, that's twisted. What happened to him is just like the strange... Okay. There was a photo of Ogata near him. In it, there was something that looked like ropes on his neck, arms, and legs. I wonder if it has anything to do with the rope shrine maidens in the legends around here. The girls that had ropes tied to their neck, arms, and legs, too? Tomo's okay, sorry, September 13th. 12:10 p.m. That's after midnight. Tomo's acting strangely. She's been mumbling nonsense all morning. Something about ropes and mirrors. I can't blame her for going to pieces, though, after seeing what happened to Ogata. I put the piece of paper in my notebook, or something like that. I misread it. There's an old scroll in the bare ground. 5 stones document. Give thanks to the 5 gods' protection. Place the stone representing the 5 mirrors in the correct location. I have a feeling we'll be needing that for a puzzle later on or something. Maybe it's this here. What is this? The door is closed fast. Himuro family crest. It probably unlocks the door, but it's broken. Probably unlocks the door. I don't know. If I had seen that, I don't think I would have come to the conclusion that this strange thing on the door must be some sort of key. I don't know. I would have seen that as sort of a decoration of some sort. All right. So since we've gone ahead and we've explored this area here, let's go ahead and save our game. Let's see. Save. Wait, register the photo data inside the photograph to an album for them to be saved. I'll have to take a look at that in a second here. All right, we're going to save that as a new slot, in a new slot. Do I have... I want to see if I have more than three save slots, or is that it? So we have 3 slots per memory card. That's great. I don't know if I don't know if I'm emulating another memory card. Album. Edit album data. Create a new album photo data? Sure. All right, I figured it out. Sorry, this was new to me because in the Xbox version, see, the Xbox actually had a hard drive in it. I believe it was 30 gigabytes, which allowed, you know, you could save all you wanted, basically. There was, you rarely ever had to worry about running out of space. But the PlayStation ran on memory cards. So, what you need to do here is say, you know, you want to create a new album. You want to go ahead and create a new album. So you go ahead and you sort of say, I guess we'll save this as its own album. So we'll choose slot 1. We'll overwrite the one I was fooling around with. And, you know, you can choose it. You can make it look nice and pretty. We'll make it nice and pink. There we go. Yeah. That's befitting of a spooky game. People right now are like, what am I watching? And there we go. We now have an album that we can go ahead and move photos to. So we'll be like, I like these photos here. So we'll just go ahead and grab them all. Hit circle to select them all. And this is just showing our game data. This is the photos that we have on our camera. And then we go ahead over to the album. And then we just start hitting circle and we can paste them into our album. And then we get to save them. Hooray! All right. That's it. I just wanted to sort of show that off. I guess I'm not going to be playing around as much with my album in this game as I might have in the other version, but that's how this works, in case that's something that interested you, that you were curious about. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and end things here, because I'm out of time. So if you liked the video, you liked the content, and you would like to see more of it, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, well, go ahead and leave it a thumbs down. Either way, though, let me know what you thought in the comments section. And until next time, I'd like to ask you all to game on.